Are you fed up with dieting and ready for a lasting lifestyle change? TOPS, Take Off Pounds Sensibly, is a nonprofit group that can help. They meet at the Senior Center every Friday at noon. There's no special food to buy. Learn how real food fits real life, a lifestyle you can live with longer and healthier. Visit tops.org to learn more or call the Senior Center, 520-4945.
A broadcasting outreach of Franklin.TV. You're listening to WFPR-LP, 102.9, Franklin Public Radio. Visit us anytime, day or night, on the web at WFPR.FM. It's so nice to have you with us today.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Talking the Blues. My name is Jim Derrick, joined as always by my friend, collaborator, co-host, and this week, Global Inquisitor, Todd Monjar. Welcome, Todd.
Jim, how you doing? Happy summer.
I couldn't be better. I love this time of year, Todd.
Oh, my God. It's so great.
And I'm living vicariously through you.
Well, I do what I can. That's my son says, I'll do what I can.
Yeah, but truth is, you're having a great summer. Business is great for you.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're getting out and you're doing a lot of things. I see you at cookouts. I see you at the beach.
Recording in progress.
All right. So time being 6 o'clock, I call to order the June 27th special Franklin School Committee meeting. As a note, meetings are recorded and streamed by Franklin TV on Channel 11 and Channel 29 on Verizon and Comcast, respectively. We will be adjourning to executive session during this meeting, and we will be returning to open meeting afterwards. So we have an item 1 on our agenda. So let's see. So pursuant to Mass.
Can I jump in for a second? I would do roll call attendance.
Okay. Roll call attendance. Camille Bernstein. Here. David Callahan.
Here.
Al Charles.
Here.
Dave McNeil.
Here.
Elise Stokes.
Here.
Megan Whitmore.
Here.
All right. Denise Spencer here. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Hearn.
Sorry, you're welcome.
No, don't say sorry. Pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining with the FEA-RN unit, as an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the school committee, and the chair so declares. Is there a motion to adjourn into executive discussion as discussed?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, vote will come on the motion. Camille Bernstein?
Yes.
David Callahan?
Yes.
Al Charles?
Yes.
Dave McNeil?
Yes.
Elise Stokes?
Yes.
Megan Whitmore?
Yes.
Denise Spencer, yes. Okay, so we will be adjourning into executive session and will be returning.
Recording stopped.
Okay, so
you can't have. A preacher's daughter ought to know the good road from the bad. Esteline, leave them married men alone. You're gonna wind up by yourself, girl, with no man to call you on. Somebody's down low, that's what you've always been. Got your evil eye on another along. You're gonna wind up by yourself with no man to call your own. Oh, not again, Esteline.
Oh, that was Hurricane Ruth.
It's from St. Louis. Traditional blues. She's been all over the place. Can bring some rock and roll. Play with B.B. King, Willie Dixon, the Royal Southern Brotherhood. We saw those guys. Kenny Wayne Shepherd. People liken her to Big Mama Thornton with her power. A lot of fire, like Janis Joplin, Tina Turner. I could have picked 10 songs from her. It was just so much fire she brings.
Again, the IBBA, these broadcasters, they're doing what we're doing. They're playing music from all around the world. But isn't it interesting that I'm listening to a lot of blues music? Hurricane Ruth got by me. I just haven't been listening to her. Like
Me
you
too.
said, it's just funny who catches on where. And I'm always intrigued by that. I know that the bands that we follow around here spend a lot of time, 2 or 3 months over in Europe touring around. And it's...
There's a great appreciation in Europe for this genre, and they think about all the musicians that came out of Britain and kind of picked up the American blues but spread it out over there, and there's a real good appreciation.
Well, here's a guy that I found that it's again on the list, well within the top 40. Here's Marcus Lazarus with "Trying to Write a Love Song."
I've been trying to write a love song, but I don't know where to start. Trying to find say. Don't care what you do. Who cares if you like me? Who cares how you do? One thing that I know is how to put a hoodoo on you. How to put a hoodoo on you. How to put a hoodoo on you, I say. Put a spell on you. Put a trance on you. Hoodoo spell. Hot foot powder in your bed. I'm gonna put this boogie in your head. Do the boogie. Do the boogie. The true time boogie all night long. Do the boogie. Boogie, woogie, woogie all night long. Boogie, woogie. True time boogie. Boogie, woogie. True time boogie.
Boogie Woogie. It's Robbie Rea from his 2018 Airsick Rea UK lad. So we did bring in some blues from these guys. Grew up frustrated, couldn't play the music that he was hearing. Took a pilgrimage to Mississippi and met one guy at the crossroads. And then from there, he just started picking it all up. So it's a very cool song called Juke Joint Boogie. I see Mike Derrick in the house.
Todd, how
What's
you
up,
doing?
Mike? Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, all things considered.
Thanks for the interruption.
Happy to be here.
I was just telling your dad that he was saying, well, the times are going to get tough. And I said, I'm always optimistic. I think things are going to be good. And I said, whenever would have Mike been able to spend 3 weeks in the summertime at home because you can work from wherever you're at?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we're finding that, the vacations are it's more like staycations, but
Yeah.
I think it's some good quality time for sure.
And I keep telling your dad, I see pictures, but I really need to meet this famous Pam.
Oh, yes. She's right upstairs, actually.
Todd, I'm curious to ask Mike. Mike spent a year in Galway, Ireland, studying abroad. I'm just curious, generationally, do you think that your generation has a better appreciation for the music that's happening on a global basis?
Perhaps. I think that certainly in terms of like the artists out there that try to sample different, genres and bring in more global influences, I think that there's definitely a lot more of that. And, even I would say just Spotify and platforms like that in terms of what they're able to do, populating, like the top 40 in other countries. And I'm thinking, for instance, Latin American music has really taken off, like reggaeton and some of the other, genres in the U.S. in particular. So I think it's probably an accessibility thing more than anything else. But yeah, there certainly is more interest.
We're finding as we look at this top 40 list just for the month of July, we're finding a lot of people that are from here in the States that we never heard of. Sometimes we think, particularly with the blues, that it's a uniquely limited to America. And what I'm finding out, and we found out early on when we went with the Rolling Stones show, is that the blues has influenced music all around the world. And so we got a lot to learn, and I'm looking forward to doing more with other podcasters around the world to learn more about what they're listening to.
Yeah, certainly, and that brings me back to time in Ireland in Galway when I lived with 4 other Irish guys and kind of just comparing notes on popular music. I mean, at the time, Kings of Leon were pretty big in the United States, but over in Ireland they were topping charts, and it's interesting to see who headlines like Glastonbury, for example, in Scotland. Oftentimes the headliners there, aren't peaking at the same time in the U.S., but, there's a lot of interest in the U.K., for example. So I think that there's a lot of that cross-pollination across the pond, if you will.
Nobody feels luckier than I do to have my son and daughter-in-law here.
Absolutely, just auditioning for that regular gig. So
you can see the sweat forming on Todd's brow.
I got sharp elbows, Mikey.
All right,
good talking with you.
Hey, Todd, coming up next, Robert John and the Wreck, and everybody out there nodding, saying, yeah, I know. I didn't know these guys until we went over to the UK, checked out their list. Here they are, Robert John and the Wreck, Old Friend.
She's everything that you can never be. You're just an old friend, lying about everything. You got nothing on me. You're just my next girl. I'm on to the next girl. She's everything that you can never be. That you can never be. You can never be. Now, I don't wanna see you crying. I don't wanna see you crying. There's a tear on my knee. You're just an old friend. That's all. You're just an old friend. You're just an old friend. You're just an old
You wrecked my head, then you wrecked my bed. I was fine before you broke all my rules.
And after Robert John and the Wreck, Todd, why not go with Wrecked by Mandolin? You know, there's two finds right there. Robert John and the Wrecked, they are called a Southern rock band with a heavy blues chaser, and they're listening to them in the UK. I'll tell you what, they're going to be in my rotation now. And here's another one, Mandolin. Mandolin, who just sang the song Wrecked, hails from Northwest Indiana. I'll tell you, I am roundly impressed so far with the finds we've been. This is like a new discovery show.
It's awesome. It's awesome. As always, our show is called Talking the Blues, and sometimes it should be discovering the blues. We just seem to come up with new stuff that's so good.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I am jonesing to do a show with the Blues Kitchen guys. I am hoping they'll come on our program. If you haven't checked out the Blues Kitchen, go to podcasts. After you listen to us, of course, you'll go over and listen to the Blues Kitchen. Totally laid back. They know their stuff, and they have a YouTube channel which is just incredibly produced. I don't know the story behind these guys. I'm dying to know it.
Go to them after you listen to us.
Yeah, exactly. After you listen to us. And speaking of that, Todd, where can they find us?
Awesome. It's great segue there, brother.
Thank you, man.
We're on Instagram, Talking the Blues, Facebook, Talking the Blues. We're on Spotify, iTunes, Apple iTunes. We're
Google Maps, Waze. We don't know what we're doing. We couldn't even believe the first time we heard ourselves. We were like, it worked. We posted something that worked.
Yeah, it does work though, and we have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we're on Podbean.jderick50.com. Search for Talking the Blues. In anywhere that you think we are, search for Talking the Blues, and you'll find us. And tell your friends, tell your family, put posters up around Main Street.
Yeah,
please.
right. Wake up your friends, wake up your neighbors. Exactly. And we want to talk with you. So if you would, drop us an email, JDERICK radio, JDerickRadio@gmail.com, as we say in Boston.
Yeah.
And we would really like to chat with you about what you like, what you're hearing. And hey, if you are overseas, anywhere, reach out. Let's build a bridge, and let's start talking about our favorite subject, which is music. What's coming up next, my friend?
Next is another sharp find, Peter Karp, from his 2017 album, Alabama Town. Guy from New Jersey. He plays all kinds of instruments. He plays the harp, the guitar, the piano. He's just one of those kind of guys. He's had Mick Taylor cut some riffs, guitar riffs on some of his albums.
No kidding.
He was with Blind Pig, met Sue Foley from Canada. So he's really kind of a versatile, well-rounded kind of guy. This song is called Blues in Mind.
Change your name and run. You got 1,000 things to do, but you can't find the time for one. You got the blues in mind. 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 Well, no matter where you go, or no matter who you know, you got the blues in mind. When your best friend is your enemy, a liar and a punk, your business gets real personal, your riches turn to junk. You got the blues in mind. 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 No matter what they say, it ain't gonna go away. You got the blues in mind. The blues in mind sneak up from behind with no first shot or a warning sign. The blues in mind will damn your flow, take the bounce from your step, dull the shine from your glow. When the bright lights are in town, but you live alone up on the hill, with the ghost of some dead president on $100 bill, you got the blues in mind. You got the blues in mind. You got the blues in mind. You You can't run, you can't hide from those feelings deep inside. You got the blues in mind. And the milkman called you son, and you really can't explain the screwed up things your family's done. You got the blues in mind. You got the blues in mind. When you're feeling all that pain, feel like shot glass up again. You got the blues in mind. Well, when conflict is your shadow and the mundane follow you, when the paranoid seem righteous, it all makes good sense to you. You're in a one-way conversation if the stage lights in your eyes and your knuckles hurt from flailing at another compromise. You got the blues in mind. You got the blues in mind. Oh, no matter where you go, no matter who you know, you got the blues in mind. You got the blues in mind. You got the blues in mind. You got the blues in mind.
One of the things that, you and I were talking about is this genre specifically, roots, blues, music. It's like endless. There are so many artists out there.
Yeah, I there's a couple songs, the Peter Karp song, and
On and on.
Recording in progress.
All right, I'm calling back to order the June 27th special Franklin School Committee meeting. Okay, so item 2 on our agenda, after coming back from executive session, I know, Lucas, if you had a few speaking points you want to make quickly. I know we have an audience waiting.
So just for the public's sake and for the committee, our negotiation team embarked on interest-based bargaining to reach an agreement. It's a 3-year agreement with the FEA and the school committee. The dates of that range from September 1st, 2022 to August 31st, 2025. As part of that negotiation, elementary prep time was expanded from 30 to 40 consecutive minutes to provide more time for teachers for prep, which was a shared agreement. We've also agreed on percentage increases to the salary grid of 4% years 1, 2, and 3. Included in that package is a daily advisory period assigned to all middle and high school educators for the purposes of consistently implementing our social emotional learning curriculum, fostering positive student connections, and engaging all students in the district and school-wide initiatives that take place beyond just our academics, which occur during the day and through the periods. Also, our department heads and directors will formally participate in the supervision and evaluation of faculty members as part of this particular contract negotiation. There were also some language around course approval and some limitations to that, and also bereavement language that encompasses family members that may not be part of a traditional family, but may include other members of families, such as step-parents or partners. If there's any questions, we'll be happy to answer them as well, but that's a brief overview.
Is there a motion to ratify the FEA-RN contract July 1, 2022 to August 31st, 2025 as detailed? So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, is there any discussion, comments? Okay. So vote will come on the motion. We'll do a roll call vote. Camille Bernstein?
Yes.
All right, I just want to, Dave Callahan is abstaining. Al Charles?
Yes.
Dave McNeil?
Yes.
Ellie Stokes?
Yes.
Megan Whitmore?
Yes.
Town Administrator Jamie Helen?
No.
Denise Spencer, yes. So that is 7-1. It is so moved. Okay, so now I just need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, so moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, roll call vote to adjourn. Camille?
Yes.
Dave Callahan?
Yes.
Al Charles?
Yes.
Dave McNeil?
Yes.
Elise Stokes?
Yes.
Megan Whitmore?
Yes.
Denise Spencer, yes. All right, thank you very much, everyone.